Okay, so moving on then to the next part in our glitch step house tutorial. Things have sort of progressed along, slightly changed from the original sort of sound that we were aiming for. But as things stand, we've got our drums, we've got our drum group, our bass group, and we've got a nice FX group, and then we've got some extra bits and pieces here with the Alchemy playing that synth that we had in the last one. What we're going to do now, as we've got this wee sort of build up area here, just after the drop at 2 minutes 30, we're going to bring in a new bass line, and we're going to drop into a kind of dubstep rhythm for maybe 16 or 32 bars or so, and then drop it back into like a 4/4 kind of thing. So we're mixing together the sort of dubstep and the house music together. And to do this, the basses, and as you're well aware, the basses in dubstep are quite hard to, well, not hard, but they're quite intricate and fiddly to get right. What we're going to use in this video is Massive, Native Instruments Massive, as it's got quite a handy range of wave types, rather. So we're going to use it, and I'm going to show you how to get that sort of I sound out of it, the Vowel filter. It's not strictly speaking a Vowel filter that we'll be using, but it's the same kind of sound, and then we'll show you how to make it using a few other techniques, and we're going to resample the sounds and use them in our track. So I'm going to begin by just dropping over the bar 81 here, and I'm going to bring across some drums. So just copy across drum rhythm from the start. Move our luplicators. Okay, so if I just go down, I'm going to go and just create ourselves a new MIDI track. And we're going to go to our plugin devices, and we're going to grab our Native Instruments Massive for this one. And we'll just get a standard sound up, so new sound. And the one sound that we're going to be looking for is in here. If you just click and go to the modern talking, there's a few here. There's the gentle speech and deep throat. The modern talking is the best one there for what we're looking to do anyway. So you can hear there it's already got that sort of E sound coming out of it. So you can hear there as you move back and forth with the wavetable position, you get the A right through to the I, which is that sort of I sound that you're looking for. So we're going to be looking to oscillate this using an LFO. So if we go down to LFO number 5 and just click, and we're just going to drop it in here and just turn that up full. So you can hear there we're getting that sound coming through. So we're going to bring in another oscillator, and really anything you bring in here, we're just looking for something to give it a nice bottom end. So anything really, you can, I suggest sort of flicking through and maybe pitching this down by about 12 semitones or so. So that one's quite good. So make use of this one here. And what I'm going to do is just draw in a quick line here. So I'm going to insert a MIDI clip, and we're just going to go down to our D2 on our keyboard, and I'm just going to draw that in for a bar. Let's bring our volume up, velocity. So we're going to have that playing for maybe the first bar. So it has to have a nice, really big, deep sound coming out of it. So first thing I'm going to do with regards to outside of this is drop in a limiter just to bring the whole volume of that up. So if we go in and just grab a limiter from our audio effects, and I'm going to bring the ceiling of this down, get it to about 8 dB or so, minus 8 dB. I'm just going to push the gain up until we're getting about minus 10, constantly there. So you know you've got a nice really thick bass then. And then I'm going to drop in a sidechain compressor, and we're going to grab our drums from the sidechain and our kick drum. I'll just push the ratio up a wee bit, and our knee up a bit as well. And then I'm going to push in another limiter at the other side of this to bring the volume of it back up again. And again, we'll bring our ceiling down. And this really just sucks the sound back up again to a nice constant level again at the other side of the sidechain compressor. Okay, so I'm going to go back into our massive here and get a better kind of sound coming out of it. So I'm going to go into LFO 5, which is the one that we put into our modern talking oscillator, or the wavetable automation. And we're going to hit the sync button so that it's synced up to the track, and then we can select a speed for the oscillator. And then we've got this X fade curve, which is actually mixing the curve that we've got here. We've got a sine wave for our LFO, and we've got a triangle here. Well, not a triangle, it's a saw for our other wave type for the LFO. And if you've got two different ones, you can sort of merge between the two. So we'll just leave it up more towards the sine wave. Okay, and then I'm just going to put some distortion. So we've got some nice distortion effects up here with the FX1. Just going to go in and select one of the tubes, push the drive up. And I put some white noise in as well. And there's a few other effects in here as well. We'll try the expander, which is more of a stereo widener. Bring the size down. Okay, so we'll try that. We'll use that as a sort of big beat or a sort of bass line that comes in. So one thing I'm going to do is go into our drums. We're not going to be dropping into the 4/4, so I'm going to have a nice sort of boom kind of thing going on. So we will get rid of this snare. That's not going to be 4/4, so I'll move these hats so they get that. And that's where you want the snare to drop in. So there's our and then get rid of these hats and this kick probably. and we can just replicate that across then. With these hats. And I want the snare to drop there. Get rid of those hats. Maybe drop another one in there. Okay, so we'll make do with that. That is our massive bass line then. And we can resample this. So if we go to insert a new audio track, we're going to go to a couple of ways we can do this, but we'll just go for resampling and we'll solo massive. And we could probably get rid of that compressor. That'll just get rid of the sidechain compressor, and we can put that on afterwards if we've got a nice constant note playing. So if we just resample that, we'll play it for maybe 2 bars. So we'll change the length and we'll drag that out and let it play for 2 bars. And that'll be our bass that we're going to use. So we've got resampling on, we can hit record here, and we'll just click to set a point to start from, hit record and play. And that'll record that bass line for us, so we can keep that one in the bank then. And in the next video we'll show you how to create another kind of bass sound using Silent and some Redux controls.